The camera never knows which way to point. You don't have the power? There, I bestow the power of Maud on you. Hey, Dawn. All right. Welcome in, guys. If you read the show notes, or if you didn't read the show notes, I'm going to start with what's left of the Magic Lantern slides, and looks like mostly glass negatives is what I have left. Because I've got them all over the place here, and I want to have them not be all over the place. If I get through them, then I'll do some lots of paper or dig into the paper. Uh, so if you're not interested in glass slides and glass photographic negatives, uh, today is Thursday, I think. I'm hoping it is. I'm going to pretend it is if it's not. So I'm just going to start going through them. I'm going to do $5 starts on these because they're a pain in the butt to package. Um, Hopefully, everybody that bought these from the last couple of shows I had with glass slides and negatives got them, and there wasn't any damage. If I don't get through these tonight, this will be the last one I have until I either find more or buy more. Because I've got most of the stack done. You got it? You got it intact on? That's good. I was worried, especially about yours, because it was just that one big one. So here we got another. It's like some sort of play going on, religious maybe. And just doing 10 seconds. Either you guys want them or you don't. Mr. Bishy's here. Hey, Mr. Bishy. Kristen's here. Everybody say hi to Kristen. Kristen, did you sell any of your cookies today? Another play. Nobody wanted. Did you try to sell them? Another big one with a play. Same play. I was going to ask you, and then when I finally was going to ask you, you rated out and you were gone. Thank you, Lisa. Here's Lisa, I throw the other one in that was before that. It was very similar, but it'll put it over the weight for a pound if you that's all you buy. And I can't have that. So looks like some sort of meandering creek. And this is a big one. See how big? And that's running. Okay, Kristen. There's just paper in there tonight, so it's not a very big bin. And anybody that wants to look in the bin, uh, it's all paper and ephemera type stuff in there tonight. Feel free to make offers. Okay, this horse has a, I don't know, a blanket or something on it or the saddle, and it's marked EM Love and Son Corey PA. And I think that's probably what the keg or whatever that is behind the horse has on it as well. And this is another big one. Pick your pile still sitting here. Not sure what EM Love is. Thank you, Heath. But Corey was a pretty decent little manufacturing town back in the 1800s. And this is right there with it. So I'm guessing these ones. I'm guessing that's from Corey as well. It's another big one. And I'm guessing they're probably constructing a factory that made trains there. That's running. What are they making Corey now? Pick. Thank you, Keith. I know there's still big factory buildings all over the place, but I've only been there twice. Oh, this one's broken. I didn't do it. Probably a good one. Let's see if I can get it out of the envelope. I didn't put it in the envelope either without cutting myself. Rubber stuff. So this is a broken one, some sort of street, probably in Corey because that's where the last ones are from. But so you get two for the price of one. You get both pieces if you want it. And that is a smashed pile. Oh, and this one's broke too. And it looks like it's a train wreck. Or something happened to the car. And the other piece isn't there. Oh my. So it's like a, I don't know, some sort of passenger train that looks like it had a mishap. And that is running. And I don't know that I've ever actually broken one of these, Keith, but I've broken wax cylinder records. Those are the ones that I hate to break. I had a really nice one time. Thank you, Keith. And I was admiring it, and the thing just disintegrated in my hand. Yeah, that's the same street as the last one, only I'm holding it the opposite way. A little stack of firewood there, but no horsey in that one. That one's running, and it's a big one. These little stacks of firewood, it still looks like that way all over our area. Everybody sells firewood. I don't know. It looked like square little chunks of wood to me. Maybe it was bricks. I think that's it for the giant ones. So this is probably like a 3 by 5 size. Oh, now you're gonna make me look at it, pick. There you got two chicks under a tree. Oh, where is it? Oh, you're probably right, pick. Those are probably pavers. They're a little bit rounded, but I think that's probably what they were. It used to be a brick factory. That's nothing. No. This one's cracked. See the crack? That one's running. Oh, this next one's nice. A young woman with a fancy hat and a parasol. That one's running. Welcome in. If you just joined, I'm doing glass negatives and magic lantern slides tonight to start anyway. Can you see what's going on there? Looks to me like they're tanning hides or something. It's like dead animal parts hanging up. I don't know if it's a butcher shop or whether it's a kind of hard to tell. The guy's in focus, but the hides or meat or whatever it is hanging there isn't quite as clear. That's running. I'm pretty sure there's pieces of dead things hanging up there. Don't know if it's edible or whether it's wearable. Thank you, Keith. I don't want to take this out of the plastic, and I don't think it'll help either. Um, Not quite sure what's going on there either. Plastic's not helping. Not sure what's behind that train or in front of that train, but there's a bunch of guys standing around with shovels, and that's running. That could be. Pretty neat old steam powered steamroller. And that one's running. I'm not sure which way is up. Some sort of factory photo. And that's running. Some sort of industrial photo. And looks like a confirmation photo or something. Little kid with a book and a rosary. And that's running. Just a group photo of people. What the hell is that little kid holding Bishy? Is that a doll or is that a teddy bear? It's cracked. It's a dead body. It's her dead sibling. Oh, that's a little bit overexposed, but that's a pretty neat one. That's a neat old Christmas tree. And that is running. Thank you, Don. It looks like those candles might be lit, like actual candles. It is some fancy wallpaper. It's all bunged up. I don't think there's anything there that makes it interesting enough that you want it. Couple ladies sitting on their stoop with some fantastic hats on. Can you tell what's going on in that photo? I don't know. Maybe it's a wedding or something. It looks like they're gathered outside that church. And that's running. Plastic makes it impossible to see some of them, and some of it doesn't really affect too much. I didn't put them in there. Whoever put them in there looked like they probably had a hell of a time getting them in there because they're tight. Some sort of building. And there's a crane, and it looks like it's trying to lift a train that toppled over. Train car. That one's running. Thank you, Keith. Trees on a frozen pond. Keith, you got a silver crown. Good job. What do you get for a silver crown? You get 10% off and 20% off and 15% off. You can save big bucks. I tried to make it easier this season to get you above that bronze level. So, well, don't use it for crappy ones, Keith. You got to save them. Use them strategically. That's got some paper on the back of it. Use your strategery. So a bunch of dudes on a porch. Very rough. And this one's cracked. That one's dirty and it's got paper on it, but it's kind of a cool photo. Guy sitting along a path There's some sort of wood fence there in the woods. That is, yeah, so much paper stuck to it that I can't see it. I bet that's Mead Park. Is there a statue in Mead Park? Pick like that statue. That one's cracked, so I didn't run it. Couple sitting on their porch. Same couple sitting on the porch. That one's so dark you can't even make it out. That one. That one's really dark. It's got three women in it. And there's a archery target back there, a bullseye. And I think they're just cuddling in the grass. I don't think they've got bows or anything. That one's not the best picture, but it looks like it's probably somebody sitting in a factory. And that one's running. Lady with a huge hair reading a book or praying or something. And there's another dude sitting along a path or trail or something. It's like that's a pretty nice photo. Some woman standing by little trees. It's like people sitting at a table outside. I'm gonna say that's probably a bird's nest. Eggs in it. Another frozen pond. I wish there was more train wrecks and stuff. Some sort of carriage or something along the road. 'Which way's it go? It goes that way. Maybe a waterfall? 3 guys in that one. That one's got cracks and chips and not sure what's going on there. Thank you, Keith. Those are blurry dudes. That's a whole blurry group photo. I'm going to show that one. Some sort of lake or pond with reflection. That one's cracked. I don't know, Keith. I haven't looked at these. If I'd have looked at these, I wouldn't be showing half of them. Or 90% of them. Outdoor scene of the couple before the waterfall. We find it. Like a couple of people. That one? That was right before. There, I'll run it. You want it? Thank you, Trixie. Oh, really? What were they wanting to kill? Did you know any of the history of it, or did you just was it just a cool photo? That one's all sort of cracked. Yeah, see pictures of your phones or your cameras. Just invert them on Photoshop too. My backdrop is not the best. Keith says film box. Oh, there's those guys again that are dressed like leprechauns. A kid in a buggy. Interesting looking photo there. Thank you, Trixie. Yeah, let me grab that other one after I put this in the envelope. Oh, they went a piece of it. I don't know. Run it. I'm covering up the damage unintentionally, but thank you. There's an old couple. That'd be interesting if you figure out what they were advertising. That one's got some paper stuck to it from the envelope that it was in. There's a cemetery one. See if I can read the name. Henry Chapin died October 7th, 1865. He's 24 years old. And it's got cross sabers etched on the tombstone. And Charlie is also buried there. Apparently, is 3 month old. And the big obelisk in the center is what it says. And that's running. You probably ought to be able to figure out where that is at. Some sort of soldier's grave. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, there's another one of that. I don't know, what do you call a train that has fallen on its sides that capsized when it's a train? Yeah, and that one's running. Oh, thank you, Keith. The next one's all messed up. It's got two images on it. It's got I don't know, an old lady probably on that side. Messed up. And there's a kitty. More trees on by a river. I really like that spot. And there's another tombstone in the graveyard, and that says Chapin as well, I believe his name. The Pledge Chapin. That's not a. Just wanted to see what that said. Looks like it says Vassar. That's not a glass one. There's that. That one's all messed up. I think there's the same dude on the porch. And it's some women leaning on a railing. It's like over on a bridge or something. Couple ladies and a dude in the woods. And that's probably a horse-drawn hearse. Of course, it's all overexposed and hard to make out. But I'm guessing that's what that is, being that short of a carriage. Cinderella, midget Cinderella. Thank you, Lisa. And pretty old couple on the porch. Somebody holding a little kid in a wicker chair. Some lady in a fancy hat and a striped umbrella, parasol or something. All right, this next one is some sort of magic lantern slide. Santiago, Cuba, sinking of the Spanish torpedo boats Fuhrer and Pluton by the Gloucester. Copyright by Leslie's Weekly, 1898. It's McAllister, and this is a magic lantern slide. I'm cheap, Bishy. What is it, $10 a month? Get it without commercials? Oh, I should hit the button. This is a magic lantern slide. I'm just glad the election's over and don't hear the same exact campaign commercials over and over again. There's a song, Bishy. This says coronation, all hail the power, is the caption on the back. That's McAllister. Well, Bishy, the talk radio station I was listening to today, the lady that was on it She was calling Elon Musk an asshat. I don't think I had ever heard that word before you started calling me that. It's hard to make out what's going on there. Oh, the next one's a pretty one. It's like a nice photo. Looks like a, I don't know. I think that's some sort of swinging bridge in the background over a waterfall. That's what it looks like. This one's a smaller one. And there's a waterfall with some people on it. He's fond of blonde Indian women. Gee, once again, I don't know what that means. And I don't know whether that's a joke or whether that's something that there's something there. Oh, that's that waterfall again. It looks like with people on it. Nobody wanted the last one, so we're not gonna run that one because that's not as nice. Oh, that kind of. Okay, I get you. I didn't hear that. Nice casual family photo on the porch with the dog sitting right in the middle. Well, they said he tweeted 100 times yesterday about the budget. Other than breathing, I don't think I did anything 100 times yesterday. I might have chewed 100 times. What are the angry faces for, Pick? Do I have to Google? I don't know what's going on here. Some sort of maybe a drilling rig or something, or oil well or something. It's not letting me see it. This might be a little bit better picture of whatever that was. I don't know. Some sort of building looks like it might be along a road or along railroad tracks. And that's running. You don't have no good. Oh my. I won't be upset with you, Pink. So there's not sure what they're doing. Say it must be a drilling rig or something. And the next one looks like another factory building picture. It's like they're putting a roof on. And that's running. Thank you, Keith. And it's probably the same building on the inside. These ones in these postcard sleeves or whatever kind of sleeves they are, I'm sure I found them together. Thank you, Keith. That looks like it's a parade with miniature horses, maybe. That one's blurry. It looks like some sort of horse-drawn carriage. Maybe the horse is moving in it. Oh, the next one looks like another train wreck. I don't know, Keith. Lots. That looks like multiple cars crashed, or else the wheels come off of it. Thank you, Keith. Oh, Keith, like I said, it's like lottery tickets. You just keep scratching them until they're done, and you realize all you ended up with was $2 and three free tickets. But there always might be a nice one there. I don't know what's going on there. It's the same photo, and it's none of them have been clear. It's obviously some sort of workers and some sort of something. And smash it. And I gotta clean it up. Well, Dawn, yeah, I don't want. It's sort of interesting looking at these. Because I haven't looked at them, so it's kind of yeah. I can't make out what's going on there. Keith, I'm supposed to close tomorrow morning at 8:30. Supposed to. Okay, is that a train running into a pile of something on my real estate pick? That the pile of stuff is behind the train? I don't know what's going on there, but there's obviously a train, and I don't know what this is. The train's blurry, but the people are, I don't know. It looks like the train's blurry. I don't know. It's behind a pile of coal again. I don't know why it's blurry in this one though. Train time machine. It's hitting 88 miles an hour. Oh, no, this one's all smashed, and I don't have the. This is all there is to it. But some sort of building collapsed. I don't know because the train is moving. What's up? If the train's moving, what is the pile of stuff? Thank you, Keith. I don't know what. I don't know. Okay. And it just looks like it's running into it. Okay, that was all that size. So now we're down to little ones, I think. And some magic lantern slides here. And I don't know. Some of those ones from that one show, they had moving trains, and I never really paid much attention before. But it was interesting. The front of the train was blurry, and the rest wasn't. So these are magic lantern slides. There's a few of these in this box, and I think these were from national parks. I don't know which ones. But these are the magic lantern slides that had the frozen geysers. And the geyser was there's probably a geyser there. One of the geysers was labeled, but I can't remember what it was. I guess there's only two of these. And there's a tinted magic. I don't know. They weren't all Yellowstone. That's a square slide. It's tinted. One's got a crack in it. It says West Coast of Mainland. And there's a little girl holding a teddy bear. Hey, York. And there's some guys with a bunch of dead fish. Oh, I almost lost this whole stack of them. My new chair is wonderful, but I'm sitting on a crappy stool right now, and I'm in a different room. I got my new glasses today, and I don't know that I like them. They're hard to get used to. That little girl sitting at a piano of some sort. Yeah, they're progressives or whatever. Feel like whatever I'm doing, I'm tilting my head at some weird angle. Yeah, she's sitting at a toy piano. Oh, there's a caught a big fish there. Caught some sort of shark. That was more impressive than the little ones. I should have just got one prescription and taken them off when I wasn't reading something. I'm sure I'll get used to them. That one's cracked. Oh, we might be down to little tiny ones. Oh, no, here's some of these. Oh, I hope these are the good ones that we've been waiting for. House. These are a little bit smaller. Looks like a tree plantation. Looks like they're probably in rows. Trees and fences. Man, I'll find any that are super great. More fences. All this next one's a bearded guy and what looks like a platypus jumping into his arms. Assume it's a dog. Thank you, Keith. Keith, how many times do you think they had to do that to get that photo? I think that's something they had to do over and over again. That guy and the photographer probably blocked out a whole afternoon for that. And there's kind of a cute one if you like animals, cats and dogs. It's a pretty small one. Hidden dog movie. I have no idea why they censored that case. I guess not. So the next one's a picture of a church. Nice and crisp on that one. Looks like that one's like a guy carrying a milk jug, maybe. And this next one is it's not marked or signed, but I'm gonna guess this is by that William McCord that did the homemade magic lantern slides because it's the same style and kind of rough on that. But a very nice photo, probably a Lake Erie. And that one's a positive. 2.5 more boxes. Oh, there's got to be something good here. You don't like looking at pictures, Bishy? Look, there's a person on a road. There's a house. What do we get? There's a fountain. Just tell me if you see something you want me to run or have the heart or something. There's a bridge. If I see something really interesting, I'll run it. Farm scene. Uh, some sort of bridge. Building a log cabin. Okay. It's like a railroad bridge. Hey, Jen. Keith is really bored and I'm making it worse. Well, let's see what this sign says. I can't read the sign. It says RBI. Train tracks over a bridge. Read from Worn a Bit Vintage. Oh, really? Here, why don't we do this? I'll start. What did Vishy say? All right, I'm gonna start this for $1. You get all these. I haven't gone through these. This is the last of them. It's pretty much the full box of what 2x3 or something glass negatives. I'm gonna start it for $1. Thank you, Warn a Bit Vintage. If you guys aren't following Warn a Bit, give him a follow. I am gonna start this for $1. You get all of them. Ten seconds, it's running. You get the whole pile of slides. Maybe it'll be something underneath. It's probably all the postmortems and nudes that I didn't find in the other ones. Thank you for the follow, Stabo. But a whole bunch of them. Get that whole box. Thank you, one a bit. I'll even throw a few more of the other ones in. And one a bit, one of those ones that I threw in there at the end. It might be the Kinzu Bridge. Um, it might be actually a halfway decent photo if that's what that is. You'll have to look at that. I'll even put it in one of these dry plate boxes. Thank you, one a bit, and thank you for the raid. All right. So let me clean up my mess here for just a few seconds and I'll start. What time is it? 7:20. All right. And then we'll start digging into the paper, whatever I got over here. Go pee. I don't have pee right before the show. But I do have to get that out of the way. Warn a bit. When's your next show? Do you have stuff scheduled? What's that? Monday, Sunday? Is it more ephemera, worn a bit? Keith, I'm gonna do this. Do you think Sarah's wanting some negatives? I didn't find too awful many. Do you think she's wanting give her a tag? I'm gonna do a lot of negatives here. Non-glass negatives. And they're gonna come in a Kodak box dated 1949, but I think a lot of them are older than that. Thank you for randomly gifting Vincent View. Okay, no more glass crap. All right, I'm gonna do this whole lot. It's gonna come in this Kodak box. It's dated 1949. You're gonna get that many negatives. I'm not gonna show these all, but I am gonna start it and I'll flip through them a little bit, which I took my backdrop away. So you won't be able to see them very well. Switch out the auction. Okay, 15 seconds. And we'll do $1 starts on these. Just getting that whole box. Can't see them. They're negatives. They're the flexi kind, whatever you call them. That many in the box. Thank you, Keith. Got some vehicle registrations from 1941. I guess I could jettison a couple of these giant blocks that this is up on. And there's registration from 1943. And a couple operators license from the 30s. Those are from New York, I believe. So you get all those registrations and licenses. 30s and 40s from New York. Then add whatever this little stack is. Buffalo. I don't know. It's like a Santa Fe logo. Um, Universal safety test. Brake, lights, brakes, horns. I don't know. Oh, it says right there. Safety Bureau. Automobile Club of Buffalo. We got a few of those in different years. In the 30s. There's one from 35. One from 37. One from 42. Now it's really rough. And a couple Phoenix beer coasters. And that lot is running. You get everything there. Thank you, Swede. And this is Frank Wilcox Painting, Interior Decorating and Finishing, Advertising Calendar from 1930. The whole calendar's there. The front of the calendar, like I said, cover sheet was probably missing. Decent condition, a little bit shabby on the sides. Thank you, sweet. We'll do another little lot of a couple registrations here, like sold for $1 there a few minutes ago. Actually, didn't sell for $1. Uh, but there's a few of those registrations, and they're from New York, 1938, 49. These ones from 49. There's two of them, and those are not filled out. And I'm going to toss in the chauffeur's license with the photo, 1937. And another one from 1943 to the same dude, Charles Grebe. So one's from 37 and one's from 40. And those are running. Thank you, Keith. (1918), some sort of military thing. It's a pack of papers. It's got that kind of paperclip stabbed through it. Assigned to 65th Engineers. Oh wait, the form was from 1918. It was filled out in 1940s, World War II era. Headquarters, 65th Engineer Combat Battalion. I don't know what it is, but there's a whole bunch of pages of military stuff. It's probably highly classified. I don't know. I'm going to run that. There's some handwritten stuff in it. And that's running. 1940s, World War II era. I don't know. Military stuff. Thank you, sweet. So you're going to get whatever I show you or whatever I lay down here. Okay, 1883, Baker and Hamilton Hardware. New York. Another one from there. It's already coffee stained for you. 1883. This one is from Kingsley Iron and Machine Company. And that's from the 1870s. Canton, Massachusetts. Fowler and Hunting. Mission Merchants. Hartford, Connecticut. 1918 on that one. The Cambridge Roofing Company, 1923. Cooper Wells and Company, 1924. And the American Wholesale Corporation. And the last one's going to be, this will be a lot. American Wholesale Corporation from 1923. With the neat image of their factories or whatever up the top. So you get all those bill heads, and that is right. So 1870s to 1920s. Thank you, sweet. Some checks or some bills here. These are from the 1840s. Treasurer of Washington County. Uh, their old checks, 1841 on that one. That one. 42 there. So neat old checks from Washington County. I'm assuming it's in Pennsylvania, but probably a Washington County in most states. Somebody put them in this binder page, but you get all six of them. Almost 200 years old. So that is running. Washington County, 1840s. Thank you, sweet. The date in the beginning of this little book is 1860, it looks like. And it is a tiny little ledger. Looks like it's about half filled out. Little pocket ledger. 1860s. Looks like it's got somebody's name. Looks like it might be a pay ledger. But well, there's some in the back too, I guess. So if you need that little book, it's running $1, 15 seconds, 1860, 1861. Looks like 1860 it starts. At this point, I can't make anything out. Oh, I can make it out if I look at my phone. Ah. It helps if I look at my phone and not at the item. Let's do a lot of this handwritten stuff. You think somebody that's one of the big contracts or something? Or won't be able to make them out either. But it's some neat old feedback, Mom. So this one looks like this is almost 200 years old. 1829. Something about a will. Wayne County, state of Ohio. John Lickman or something like that. I'll run that by itself for $1. Kind of neat, almost 200 years old. Thank you, Keith. This will be a little pile. That one looks like 1835 or 1838. Treasurer of Washington County. Another old one. Nottingham Township. $18.55 on that one. And 1839 on that one. And it's like Washington County stock, it says. We'll get that whole pile. Shh, don't tell anybody about Mom. You, what, was it shrink wrapped? Thank you, Kristen. When you guys get the shrink wrap stuff, do you unwrap it or do you cut it? Bish, does that mean you don't feel you get enough shrink wrap? All right, here's some envelopes. That's from 1884. Phoenix Insurance Company. Or maybe it's not all envelopes. There's Ohio Mutual Insurance, 1906. And for the little advertising booklet. Okay, there's going to be a lot of stuff. That's from the Robinson Ramsbottom Pottery Company in Roseville, Ohio, 1936. I don't know, something from 1907. Stores in Harrison from Painesville, Lake County, Ohio. Yeah, oh, there's a neat old lumber business card. I'll save that out for my dad. I give him the logging stuff when I find it. That's Butterick Publishers, 1900. Something from Akron, 1892. Auditor's Office, Perry County. These are just empty envelopes, a lot of them. 1875. 1907. Oh, this one's got something in it. From Saratoga Springs from 1907. Dear Sir, there's a hand, and I am unable to express my thanks to you. Some sort of thank you letter or something. And there's a Stores in Harrison invoice with nothing on it. Suffrage for Women, speech by John Stuart Mill, Why Women Should Vote. Somebody cut this out of a newspaper in 1867. So it was only, what, 5 more decades before they got to be able to vote. But you get that whole pile, and that is running. Get all those letters and this. Apparently, somebody wanted to cut out this article on why women should vote in from just after the Civil War. But I'm not going to be able to fold up the way they had it. Thank you, Christy McGuire Art. Well, Bishy, you get the right to vote, then you vote for the wrong people. All right, I'm gonna do one more lot. And I'm gonna call it a night. I'm struggling to see here, and I need to take these glasses off. I finally got my new glasses today, and they're progressives, and I'm having issues. Bishy, you don't have to hide it when you yell at me in the comments. You can tell, you can show everybody you're yelling at me. Thanks, Keith. Thank you. So this is going to be a lot of. I'm making a nice big lot of bill heads. Well, I hope I adjust to them, but I've had enough, and I'm getting a headache switching, trying to figure out how to look at the phone or the thing. I can definitely see up closer though. This is kind of a neat one. Chicago 1919, Edward Rose and Company Tailors. And there's one from the same company. Not as pretty though. And there's one from the Menzies Shoe Company. It's a kind of an unfortunate company name. There's from Clinton Oil Company from 1906. That's pretty neat. And this one's for Harris Brothers. Letterhead from 1921. And we'll add the Selby Shoe Company. And one more, and that'll be the lot. And then I'll run it. And it's the Edgerton Manufacturing Company. And that one's from 1922. So that is running. Oh, who are we gonna raid to, Bishy? With our pile of people. Thank you, Christy. I will be back on I don't know. I've got a cassette show tomorrow night if anybody's into cassette tapes. Um Tomorrow evening. And then I think the next show I have scheduled is Sunday morning. And it'll be a mixture of old stuff. Picker flipper? Okay. PCU's learning environments are designed for supportive networking and collaboration with over 330 academic programs. All right. I'm going to rate out. I need to go stare at one spot. Thank you, Bishy, for modding. And thank you guys for your purchases. I'll get this stuff out in the morning. And I'll probably be back on Sunday as the next really old stuff. Other than tomorrow night, I'll be selling cassette tapes. Sunday's your birthday. I can sing to you. I can play you a song. Well, I don't think you want to hear me sing. I'll try to remember to wish you happy birthday if I see you that long. Thank you guys. Everybody wish Bat Mom of 3 a happy birthday on Sunday. Who are we reading? Picker Flipper. Picker Flipper. Picker Flipper. I don't see Picker Flipper. pickerflipper.com. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.